Yo, what's up, everybody?
What's up,
It's
guys?
Dante.
I'm Lydia.
You already know this is the Nfluence channel. You know, we focus on our relationship with God, our relationship with self, and our relationship with people. Listen, we hope y'all enjoyed the previous video when we showed y'all the Meachum Village Equally Yoked Conversation Cards. We had a great time doing it. If y'all ain't watched that, make sure y'all tap into it, man, because again, we think it's going to be something beneficial to your relationship and you getting clarity on the person you're dating and all of that jazz, you feel me? But today we wanted to get more practical. So we had a few questions from the good people over at Meachum Village, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to them.
We wanted to answer a few of those questions, and we pray this is a blessing and that this edifies y'all and helps y'all as well. All right.
Yep.
So, first question.
How did you make sure your beliefs were aligned that made you want to be married?
The big thing for me and my wife was that we kept praying. We dated, we talked, we went out, we did everything. But when I'm alone, I'm talking to God. I'm praying. Because again, our emotions, our feelings can lead us astray. It gets real smoky, real cloudy, and your judgment isn't so well. I was very intentional. I was very intentional with you. From day one, I told her I'm looking for a wife. You feel me?
From day one.
From day one. So I knew what my goal was. I expressed it. Really, I was looking for a woman that was as passionate, and a woman who knew I was passionate about the Lord and didn't make me feel like I had to suppress it. So that's basically what I was looking for.
Yeah.
You know, and definitely she had to have a relationship with God as well.
Well,
But you know,
it took me some time. Yes. Okay, so for me, how I made sure our beliefs were in line before we got married, just that communication. Our communication was really well when we were dating. We often had like those hard conversations about our struggles and where we were in our faith and just taking one step at a time. It was harder for me when he came into my life because I was borderline a lukewarm Christian. So when he came into my life and he was talking about, I want a wife, I want this, I want that, this is what I'm looking for, it took me by surprise because I was like, whoa, like, okay, because I knew I had that foundation that I wanted to get to that level with God. And so he really challenged me to like really take inventory on myself and like where I was at with my faith. And so just like our communication was really well, and he was very intentional. He asked great questions, and he always and he always strived to get to know me more than he did the day before. So every day was a new day for him, and he always like wanted to know more and more about me. And so he really dug deep, and it inspired me to dig deep. And he was such a good example of like a godly man, so it really like inspired me. And yeah, and I just knew. And also, if y'all are trying to figure out if y'all's beliefs align and y'all are ready for that next step of marriage, make sure you get those Meachum Village conversation cards, because when I tell you, they will really like put that microscope on y'all's relationship. Like it will really expose so much. And I think these cards, I wish we had them when we was dating.
yeah, when we was dating, we did not have.
We didn't.
We didn't have cards like this.
Yeah, and thankfully, like Dante, like I said, was very intentional about what he wanted. But like, if you kind of questionable and like you don't have a man that's digging deep, make sure you get those cards, and they will really like expose what's what. And yeah.
Yeah.
How can you evaluate someone based on beliefs and behaviors rather than just chemistry? Prayer.
It's prayer again.
Prayer is your number one go-to source.
Indeed.
No matter what your relationship with the Lord is, seeking his will and not your own, and by doing that will give you the discernment on whether the person you're interested in is right for you or not. In Proverbs 3 verses 5 and 6, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. So acknowledge his judgment in your relationships, and he will give you the clarity that you need, and be ready to accept what he tells you. If he tells you, no, I don't want this person, not for you, then you have to accept it. If he says yes, then proceed forth. But you have to be ready to accept whatever he says. Our God is also a God that answers our prayers. So we just have to be mindful that when we pray about something, he will show you clear as day. If it's his will, he will show you clear as day what he wants you to do and where he wants you to go.
Yeah, and it's through, again, we saying prayer again because it's through prayer that you're inviting him in, right? So he's gonna clean house. He's gonna make sure everything is what it needs to be. But also it's like when he intervenes, you will get that clarity. Because as I said before, your emotions is gonna cloud your judgment. You're gonna see things. You're gonna desire things, and as that desire increases, because you're getting to know them more and more, you may like them more and more. It gets more cloudier. Mm-hmm. So you need to invite God in, because God is going to tell you the truth. Mm-hmm. He knows the truth.
Yeah. And he knows you better than you know yourself.
Exactly.
Too, so.
He's going to protect you from you, essentially.
Yeah.
We were also asked to cover Genesis 24. And when we read it, it was a beautiful story. Mm-hmm. And we got to see how Abraham's servant was sent basically on a mission to find a wife for Isaac. Yeah. And from the jump...
He was scoping.
From the jump, he was asking the Lord to help him in the process, seeking for signs and this, that, and the third. So it was dope to see how the signs that he was looking for in this wife, Rebecca met all of them.
Yeah.
So he knew this is the woman. Even when he went to go break bread with the family and stuff, he told the family about what his prayer was and how Rebecca fit that prayer. Eventually, Rebecca comes back with him, and she with Isaac. So it was definitely beautiful to see that though he was a servant of Abraham, we all know Abraham, this dude is the servant, but his prayers were still heard from the Lord. So the same way his was heard, yours will be heard. Because you're asking the Lord to step in. You're asking him really for his will. Let me just say this too. Like, don't pray with your desire and asking God to get in alignment with your desire.
Exactly.
Don't come and pray, Lord, show me that they're the one. You already put a stipulation on it. Don't do that. Ask him for the truth and for you to get on board with what he wants. Because if he says she's not it, he's not it, you need to be okay with that. But don't come in here and say, oh, God, show me that they the one. Now he's sending you 20 million red flags. You already conditioned your mind to see a green flag, and you're not accepting nothing but the green flag. I'm sorry. Someone had to tell you, so I did it. I mean it with love.
He does.
Because I was once that person. You feel me?
Last question. Marriage is about unity. Satan loves division between husbands and wives, especially if it removes the husband and the father. How can Christian newlyweds make sure they are on the same page?
So, I believe sports is a parallel to life. But when you watch the relationship between a coach and the quarterback in football, it's constant communication, especially offensive coordinator and the quarterback. They got to be hip to hip. Yo, what are you seeing out there? Yo, I'm seeing this, that, and the third. Okay, we need to do this. Yo, you messed up on this. Everything is being communicated because when the next drive comes up, he needs to be sharper mentally in order to execute what's about to happen in this next drive. So when the enemy is coming and attacking us, if you being quiet, he about to start putting points on y'all head. But if you communicating and saying, listen, yo, babe, this is going on. This is what I'm feeling. I need you to pray for me. Babe, let me pray for you. I think this is what's going on. So y'all both aware of what's going on. So now when you're aware, you can make adjustments. Same thing in sports. If a quarterback not talking to his coach, they can't make adjustments. I played football. I never went into the halftime in the locker room and it was crickets. Nah, we got to make adjustments. They up. We got to adjust here. We got to do this. So you got to communicate.
Our communication game has to be strong because I'm not used to living with a man. He's not used to living with a woman. So it's like a completely different like atmosphere. So I think like weekly check-ins are really important. Like just seeing like, okay, is there anything I can do different? What do you like? What do you not like? And just like being open. Yeah, being open to critiques and not taking anything personal. So that you can create that safe space. Because if you have those weekly check-ins and he's telling you things he doesn't like or she's telling you things she doesn't like and you're taking it to heart, then close heart. Nothing.
And when you got that closed heart, now you got more issues.
Yeah, now you're gonna work 10 times harder to like open that heart again. So if you're just always having that open heart to like critiques and stuff and not taking it personal, because this is a learning curve for everyone. Because that's important, not feeling scared. You don't want to feel scared when you come home. Like, you don't want to be driving around in your car not ready to go home. So I definitely think like creating that safe place and stuff.
It's important to be equally yoked. If y'all don't know what that imagery is, it's two oxen, right? They have a task to do, which is toil the land, basically. And they have this thing that they're pulling. Now, when you're with someone, let's say me and Lydia are the oxen. If I'm stronger than her, I'm pulling majority of the weight while she's getting dragged. You feel me? Now I'm gonna get off because I'm doing all the work. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. So that's what it's gonna look like when you with someone who's not a believer. If you in your word and they not a believer, they gonna look at you like, what? You reading the Bible? And that's gonna be a constant thing where it's like, your number one is the Lord. That's not their number one. You trying to bring up scripture, they not trying to hear that. So you want to be with someone who believes the same things that you believe, hold the same values, because y'all are a team. Y'all are headed for a common goal, and y'all both try to head there, basically stride for stride, step for step. Also, another thing too, praying together. If you're not with a believer, y'all can't get into spiritual warfare and start putting the prayers up together.
Because where two are gathered.
Come on, somebody. Where 2 or 3 are gathered in His name, He is present.
Exactly. You don't want just you praying.
Exactly.
We're stronger together.
Exactly. Because, hey, this journey is going to be hard in and of itself.
Yeah.
You don't need the extra work, the extra labor, frustration when you're dealing with somebody who don't hold the same values as you.
Conversations that didn't need to be had if you were with someone that was equally yoked.
Exactly.
And arguments, too.
Arguments, all of that.
I think, like, also something that's important, like the man, if whichever one is more advanced, you can't get off that pedal or that stool. Is that what it's like?
Don't get off track.
Don't get off track. Like, if I came and I threw him off track, like he knew what he wanted, and I was like, nah, I don't want to do that, let's chill, I don't want to pray, stuff like that, and he got comfortable on my level, then that's not good. Like, you want to, if you're up here and someone else is like kind of right here, you want to elevate them to your level or even higher. You don't want to like stoop to their level.
Exactly.
And if they're not offering that, then give them the peace, because you don't risk your salvation for someone else. Don't get off your
But basically, listen, if y'all ain't get nothing from
I hope y'all did.
If y'all ain't get nothing from this video, walk away with these 2 things. Prayer, communication. Run your relationship. Prayer, you're running your relationship through the filter of the Lord. Communication, you are talking to your partner. Talk about what you see in the future. Do we even have a future? Learn about their family. You got to know it's an investigation, and have fun with it. I told my wife from the jump, I'm looking for a wife. Then I also told her, from here on out, I will be picking your brain. Because I want to know who you are, and I want to see how you think.
And he did just that.
I want to hear what you got to say about some things as well. Because I'm marrying a partner, not somebody who I'm dragging them. If you are my partner, there's going to come times when you got to speak up and tell me, yo, babe, I think you should go this way.
Yeah.
Why? Oh, because boo, 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 boo. You know, babe, you're right. Let me look into that, or whatever like that. But if I'm with somebody who don't got nothing to offer, nothing to say, that's not a partnership, because I'm taking on the whole load. Yeah, communication and prayer, also, and definitely
don't forget those. If you didn't, and if you really, really didn't get anything else, take advantage of this. Like, we wish we had these when we was dating. So if y'all are in that dating phase or even engagement phase, like, for real, take advantage of those.
Yeah.
And even
it don't matter where you at. It don't matter where you at. These cards is gonna really show you your partner.
No matter your relationship with the Lord, like, those are really like strengthen your relationship. And even if like it might even like make you like self-reflect on yourself. Like, it might really make you think like, dang, where am I at in life? Like, where am I going in life?
Yeah.
Like, it's really good for everybody.
feel like, yo, you do at least 1 or 2 of these cards.
That's enough.
Either stack.
That's enough. It's gonna have you.
You getting to know your partner on an intimate and a deeper level,
and it's gonna like open that conversation up to like so many other things. Like it might venture off to a whole nother thing.
Mm-hmm. Cause you pull out 1 card, 1 gonna turn to 2, 2 gonna turn to 3. And you know y'all vibing.
Get some nice wine, get some candles going, some nice music, you know.
Yeah. So but anyway, that's what we got for y'all today. We hope y'all enjoyed. Again, we hope this is edifying to y'all. And again, check them out. We do believe in these cards. Like
real,
we really think these cards is dope.
Yeah.
So but anyway, y'all stay up, stay blessed. Peace and love, and may the Lord be with you.